Hi friends, recently RBI has introduced a discussion paper in which they are discussing about a 1 hour delay for high value transfers to prevent the fraud happening through the UPI system. Let us understand the story. India and UPI share a very special relationship. Ever since its launch a decade ago, it has become integral to a common man's day-to-day affairs. Its highlight, instant transfer of money. This is evident in the numbers. As of March 2026, UPI has more than 450 million users, more than 22 billion monthly transactions, which is having a transaction value of nearly 30 trillion rupees. But like all good things, UPI too has not been spared from the menace of financial fraud. National Cybercrime Reporting Portal shows that 2.8 million UPI frauds happened in 2025, which is when compared to 0.26 million in 2021. Fraud value is more than 22,000 crore per year. Transactions above rupees 10,000 account for about 98.5% of the fraud value. To control this fraud, RBI is planning to introduce certain mechanisms which they have discussed in the discussion paper titled Exploring Safeguards in Digital Payments to Curb Frauds. The link to this discussion paper is in the description below. RBI suggestions to prevent or reduce UPI frauds. What are the suggestions? 1 hour delay for high value transaction, additional authentication by a trusted person for vulnerable users like senior citizens for high value transactions of more than 50,000 rupees. Low credit turnover accounts face annual inflow caps like 25 lakh to flag mule accounts used by fraudsters for laundering stolen funds. That is, if an account suddenly a dormant account suddenly sees high value transactions, then RBI will flag such accounts. Users can whitelist payees in advance, allowing instant transfers to trusted contacts and bypassing delays for routine high value payments. The benefits of the suggestions include it would create a small window for users to reconsider or cancel a transaction and for the banks to flag a suspicious activity. Global experience shows that such cooling off periods can reduce fraud without significantly affecting routine payments. Drawbacks, some of the drawbacks include a common man depends upon UPI for instant transactions, a key step towards cashless society. Now that is gone. He may again would be prone to withdrawing cash from ATI to conduct his day-to-day affairs. Fraudsters may still persuade vulnerable people like senior citizens to include their names in whitelist. Trusted person authentication will delay genuine transactions. Banks will see an increase in cost for investing in new technologies. How to overcome such difficulties? Deploying AI to monitor transactions efficiently, removing the headache of the banks. Data sharing among banks so that if one bank has already flagged a user account for fraud activities, other banks can see that. Introduce a real-time scoring system that can help detect suspicious patterns before the transactions are completed. Users could be given the choice to opt out of this mechanism overall. RBI has already a compensation mechanism for small value frauds. Such compensations must be delivered quickly to gain customer trust. In summary, RBI's efforts to curb digital payment frauds deserve strong appreciation. However, we must tackle the root cause, that is, widespread digital literacy initiatives that would prevent people from falling victim to such scams in the first place. Thank you.